Hello, my friends. One day, Tom was taking a walk in the park with his new girlfriend, a beautiful Siamese cat named Jerry. They were getting along great. Suddenly, a dog appeared out of nowhere and began to chase Jerry. Tom instantly became furious and started to attack the dog. He hit it with his paws, scratched it with his claws, and even bit it with his teeth. But the dog didn't give up. It kept on barking and biting Tom until he ran away. Tom was badly hurt and went home right away. His owner found him in the backyard licking his wounds and took him to the vet. The vet cleaned and bandaged his injuries and gave him some medicine. "You really got it bad, Tom," said the vet. "You have a deep cut on your leg and several bruises and scratches all over your body. It looks like you had a big fight." Tom just nodded sadly. When his owner saw how hurt and scared Tom was, she felt terrible. She couldn't believe someone could be so mean to such a sweet and innocent cat. "Don't worry, Tom," she said. "I'll take care of you." And she did. She stayed with Tom all day, playing with him and giving him lots of love and attention. She even made him some delicious food and gave him a warm blanket to sleep on. As the days passed, Tom slowly began to feel better. His wounds healed and the pain went away, but he was still very scared of dogs and would hide under the bed whenever he heard one barking. One day, Tom's owner decided to take him to the park again. She wanted to show him that not all dogs are bad and that he shouldn't be afraid of them. When they arrived at the park, Tom was very nervous. He could hear dogs barking from everywhere, but his owner stayed calm and walked slowly towards the playground. Suddenly, a little girl approached them and asked, "Can I pet your cat, please?" "Please, of course," said Tom's owner. "He's very friendly." The girl smiled and reached out her hand to pet Tom. But before she could touch him, a dog came running and started barking loudly. Tom froze in fear, but his owner quickly picked him up and said, "Don't worry, I'll protect you." Then she turned to the girl and said, "I'm sorry, but my cat is a little shy. Can we go now, please?" The girl nodded and ran to her parents who were waiting for her nearby. As Tom's owner walked away, she heard the little girl say, "I wanted to make a friend, but your cat doesn't want to be friends with me." Tom's owner felt terrible. She didn't realize the girl had wanted to befriend Tom. She quickly apologized and said, "I'm so sorry. He's usually very friendly, but he's still a little scared of dogs. I promise he won't hurt anyone." The girl looked at Tom and said, "Okay, I believe you." Then she asked, "Can I pet your cat again, please?" "Of course," said Tom's owner. He loves to be paid. This time, Tom didn't try to bite or scratch the girl. He purred and rubbed against her hand. The girl was so happy she could finally pet Tom. She giggled and said, "You're such a nice cat." Tom purred louder and licked the girl's hand. The two of them played together for a while until Tom's owner called him to go home. On the way home, Tom's owner could unstop thinking about how lucky he was to have a second chance at life. He had been adopted twice before, but his first owner had given him away because he was too naughty. And his second owner had taken him to the vet because he was constantly getting into fights. But this owner had given him a loving home and had never punished him for being a cat. Tom knew he was the luckiest cat in the world. The end.